Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. From 26 to 28 March, Father Hugo Orozco Sánchez, SDB, Regional Councillor for Inter-America, as part of his extraordinary visit to the province Our Lady of Guadalupe of Mexico, MBM, has replaced in the social work Artesanado Salesiano de Nazaret in Mexico City, where he met and knew the entire educational pastoral community. To accompany him at many times of his visit, there were also Don Ignacio Ocampo Uribe, MBM Inspector, and his vicar, Don Carlos Barbosa Castillo. During the Eucharistic celebrations he presided over, the regional councillor highlighted the importance of the work that takes place in this work of social attention and underlined the need to continue to support it, recalling that it offers many children, adolescents and young people access to formal and vocational education and that it participates in the Salesian project of social promotion, Chavos de Don Bosco. On Good Friday, 2nd April last, Don Orozco Sánchez presided over the celebration of the Passion of the Lord in the parish sanctuary of Mary Help of Christians. The assembly of the faithful gathered in the parish, although small in compliance with all the health measures in force, was very significant, while hundreds of other parishioners and faithful were spiritually united to celebration through social network. And on Saturday, April 3rd, 2021, during the solemn Easter Vigil in the same church, Father Orozco Sánchez said, "The resurrection is an opportunity to start again from where it all began. We who are witnesses of the risen one, we are people who give. We are joyful people. We are optimistic people. People who give comfort, people who smile despite difficulties. We are the people who believe in the resurrection." In April 4th, 2021, at the end of the Vespers of the Easter Solemnity, the Mother General of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians, FMA, Mother Yvonne Ringold, communicated to the community of Casa Generalizia the destination of the 8 new missionary FMAs. The new missionaries coming from 7 provinces and 3 continents met the destination at the end of a time of discernment, prayer and dialogue experience from 15 to 26 March 2021 with the accompaniment of the Mission Councillor Sister Alaide Deretti. Mother Yvonne wished the new missionaries to be like the first missionaries which Mother Mazzarello had the courage to send to America, and for this reason we are here. On this Easter day, the angel sent Mary Magdalene to announce the resurrection, and you are called to proclaim the resurrection of Jesus in the certainty that he accompanies you, and every difficulty is a participation in the mystery of the passion and resurrection of Jesus. Missionary life is love in the heart that leads us to live and to proclaim the good news. The hope on this Easter evening is that you may be witnesses and heralds of the resurrection. Last Holy Thursday, the Salesian Youth Movement MGS of the GB Sur area animated in Bernal Salesian House the Easter Young Majors focus on the theme, "The Challenge Begins Again." Life invites us to a constant journey. The event, held in compliance with biosecurity standards, involved more than 90 animators from the SDB and FMA houses in Avellaneda, Bernal, Don Bosco, Itate, Espeleta, Esperanza Grande, and various battalions of exploradores active in diocesan parishes. On Holy Saturday, Salesian Youth Movement also animated the Easter Young Miners, which brought together virtually more than 40 animators. The Salesian presence of Niteroi, the parish Our Lady Help of Christians, and the Salesian Institutes Reggio Oceanica and Santa Rosa have joined in a chain of solidarity to help the families of the students of the Mama Margherita Oratory Youth Center, which due to the pandemic are in a great state of great need. The Salesian Solidarity campaigned under the motto, "He saw him, felt compassion and took care of him," collected non-perishable food products for cleaning and personal hygiene, which he delivered on March 20th at the Santa Rosa Institute. From 28 March to 4th April, in the Salesian presence of Duaca in Barquisimeto, 70 young people participated in the Vocational Missionary Week on the theme, "Moved by the Hope of Being Chosen, Prepared and Sent." The youth pastoral team organized the event respecting the measures of biosecurity, inviting young people to live a true encounter with Christ in prayer, adoration, the way of the cross, reflection and celebration of the various moments of Holy Week. The event was attended by animators and pre-animators of Barquisimeto Salesian present, in the presence also of the delegate for missions and vocational animation. Don Juan Carlos Perez Godoy, Councillor for the Mediterranean region, on an extraordinary visit on behalf of the Rector Major to the Salesian work, Redeemer of Bari of the province of Southern Italy, IME. In the photo, the reception in the oratory with the greeting in Spanish of the young hope. The missionary bulletin Cagliero 11 has published in recent months a report on the phenomenon of refugees in the world, a very topical theme that constitutes a new missionary frontier. In 2019 alone, 79.5 million people were forced to flee the country. 26 million are refugees, most of them in neighboring countries. 45.7 million are internally displaced persons and 40% of them are minors. Day after day, people around the world watch with horror photos and videos of the brutalities emerging from Myanmar streets. Large columns of security forces in full riot gear surrounding peaceful protesters, water cannons being fired at the growing crowd, protesters being shot. Young people are victims of the inhuman violation of democracy. Urged by Pope Francis to practice social and political charity, working to grow peace, harmony, justice, human rights and mercy, Christus Vivit 168, the Salesian Youth Movement of the Dicastery for Youth Pastoral Care of the Salesian Congregation from all 7 regions will meet them on April 11th at 3 p.m. in Myanmar to pray and to express their concern and solidarity. A prayer composed of a Myanmar citizen will be recited by all the young people of the Salesian Youth Movement in more than 15 languages. Each region will be coordinated by a team of young people accompanied by the respective youth pastoral delegates and the provincial coordinators of the Salesian Youth Movement. Moments of prayer will be shared on social networks with the hashtag SYM Praise for Myanmar. On the Sunday of Divine Mercy, they write from the Dicastery for Youth Pastoral Care, "Let the prayer of young people lead Myanmar to experience peace, freedom and democracy." Without the action and person of Francisco de Sales, would there ever have been the Don Bosco of the preventive system? And why did the Saint of Youth choose the Holy Bishop of Geneva as a source of spirituality for the congregation to which he gave life? Even more radically, was Don Bosco a real Salesian? Don Gianni Giglione, one of the greatest connoisseurs of the thought of St. Francis de Sales, answered these questions. Some of the phrases that we find in the biography of the Piedmontese saint date back to the pedagogical current of love that stems, together with other fruits from the Council of Trent, a laborious work of updating carried out by the Catholic Church after the earthquake of the Protestant Reformation. For Don Giglione, some expressions that embody the preventive system. It is necessary to earn the hearts of young people. To be authoritative, it is necessary to be loved. We train good Christians and honest citizens. Even if they spring from the heart of Don Bosco, they started from the mind of St. Francis de Sales. With this publication, Don Gianni Caputa, SDB, aims to highlight the historical coordinates of the spiritual biography of Simone Srugi that is located between the mid-19th and mid-20th centuries, taking as significant dates 1847, the year of the reconstitution of the latent Patriarchate of Jerusalem, and 1947, the year of the partition of Palestine. The first part of the book consists of a historical biographical section and one with some in-depth windows. The second part presents the religious writings of Srugi. In the third part, the results and conclusions of the work carried out. Interesting are the biblical, thematic and onomastico indices and the photographic appendix. Simone Srugi, 1877 to 1943, was born in Nazareth and after his years of apprenticeship in Don Belloni's orphanage in Bethlehem, spent his entire life as Salesian coadjutor in Betgamál, Kafar Gamala. It was a historical period marked in Palestine by great political changes, 2 world wars, fall of the Turkish Empire, British Mandate, beginning of the Arab-Israeli conflict. Against the background of these events, both the initiative of the religious community at the service of the poor and refugees and the person of Simon stand out. As a contemplative interaction, he was a teacher and catechist of the boys in the school, ceremonial in the reconstructed sanctuary of Saint Stephen, nurse in the clinic where sick people came from about 50 villages of Shefala. In his spiritual writings, he betrayed for himself and for others a part of daily sanctification which can't also be travelled today. The Polish Prince Augusto Czartoryski was born in Paris to Polish parents on August 2, 1858. Augustus lost his mother at the age of 6 to tuberculosis, a disease he passed on to his son. Augustus tried in vain to cure himself, traveling to Switzerland, Italy, Spain and Egypt. In Paris, he suffered the lifestyle of the nobility and his existence changed thanks to the encounter with Don Bosco. In 1886, he entered the Salesian congregation. Due to his illness, he was sent to complete his studies in Liguria, where he was ordained a priest in Sant Remo on April 2, 1892. His priestly life took place only for 1 year in Lazio in the Savona area. He died at the age of 34 on 8 April 1893. He was beatified in Rome by John Paul II on 25 April 2004. Augustus fully embodied Salesian spirituality, especially the aspect of sacrifice and the offering of his own life and his own suffering for the good of young people and the congregation. Prayer is always born again each time we join our hands and open our hearts to God. We find ourselves in the company of anonymous saints and recognized saints who pray with us and who intercede for us as all the brothers and sisters who have preceded us on the same human adventure. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.